Misplaced the camera this morning and left it up here on the produce stand. Alright, we got some weed eating and scything done. There's a row of weeds in there that we got to take care of. It just grew up. We never got planted with anything, so we got to chop it and tarp it. So we have a couple tarps left. This is the part that's open. What we're going to do is we're going to put tomatoes in here and lead them over to this fence as the trellis. So we're going to plant them horizontally to the, or vertically to the fence here, perpendicular. This is supposed to be the walkway here in front. That less dark dirt is supposed to be the growing medium. So we're just going to put the root in there and then lay them across. That's just what we're going to do. So yeah, these things have been in the greenhouse way too long. I've been gone for 6 weeks and they kept them alive. But they're real long and stringy, so I'll show you how we handle that. So I will update you as we go. We're going to get moving before it rains. So this is where we're at right now. Okay, wiggle here. So we planted the tomatoes perpendicular to the fence. This row here is actually the growing row, the dirt row, the good more finished compost. And then the row beside it was more of like just the rough hay and manure. So it's kind of weird in that I've turned the good dirt into the walkway. But I'm going to put a row of basil along these tomatoes and then it'll all fill in and you'll be walking on good dirt, but oh well. Now, the point of it was trying to get these way too long in the greenhouse tomatoes, long and leggy and stringy. I buried them horizontally and we're going to let them grow up, and you're going to use this fence as structure. Then I'll put another structure down that row for these smaller tomatoes. Most of them are smaller. We'll put another cattle panel and then just string them up on there, or lattice or something. Or some wire or something. Here's the green peppers. Seemed like we had so many until we planted them. They're about 16 inches apart, row and a half here. So we did that. So we had tarped the grass over there, and then there's a few areas like over there where the tarp had blown up and it was grassy, so we just tarped it again. So this area that was previously tarped, we put corn, beans, and squash in there. So I just used a regular non-GMO feed corn for the corn, just like field corn. I'm going to put the sweet corn over there in a couple weeks after we choke down those weeds. So here's my regular old non-GMO feed corn. Not fancy. This is a pound of butternut. So butternut it has a solid stem. It doesn't get the same pressure from the vine borer. It'll still get squash bugs on it, but they don't seem to like it as much as yellow squash and zucchini. Blue Lake pole, whatever, FM 1K pole bean, some variety or whatever. So it's a pole bean. Blue Lake's pretty common and a pretty decent edible. I mean, it's a good vegetable. So we had these rows we made. And we just used these type of hose to drag rows in our more like compost, more finished stuff. And we're just about to the end of it. So we drag our little rows, drop our seeds in bulk by hand, and then we just cover them back with these rakes. So we've done this much. So that's the three sisters, corn, beans, and squash, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to succession plant, so I'll put some more over there by where that weed eater is, all that tarp. I'm going to give it like 2 weeks. I use the really short season sweet corn, so it'll have plenty of time. Won't be a problem. It'll grow like crazy when you get it in there. Now here is my grow bed rows that I didn't put anything in. have grown a ton of weeds. That's all weeds right here to this big pile. These are the potatoes here. So I gotta get in there and weed out some of that stuff that I don't want in there, of course. And I'll probably start grabbing a few new potatoes out of there. So that's the rest of the garden. So anyway, I'll fill you in more later. We were just trying to beat the rain. So thanks y'all.